controls. So these are the hand controls I gotta put on the car, right? You know, this right here, you push down for gas, push for brake. You know, but that makes your vehicle look ugly. You understand me? And when you take it into Mercedes or whatever, or any dealership, they always complain about you put some aftermarket parts on the vehicle. This is the only way for me to drive.
So back again, we're here at IBTV, talk about the spinal cord injury community, what's going on, what's not going on, and all the things up to date. So Edward,
So I'm here.
let the people know what's going on in your world.
Well, my world, disability community.
Yeah.
One of the major issues that I have with the disability community is the auto industry.
Right.
The auto industry, they're manufacturing vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they putting all different types of gadgets on it, but they're not making anything accessible for people that are disabled.
Exactly.
You know, since I've been disabled since 1994. Mm-hmm. Since 2000, I've purchased 13 vehicles. And I had to get all of them retrofitted with hand controls.
Right.
You know, and you know, it's not a fair situation at all. You know,
exactly.
for people that are disabled.
Right.
You know, you can't even go test drive a vehicle. You just buy the vehicle. You just stuck with it. You know, and you know, like the vehicles that I've been purchasing, you know, they're brand new cars. You know, I take them in for service. You know, they give everybody else a courtesy loaner.
Right.
But that courtesy is not, it's extended, but it does nothing for me because I can't drive it. You know, so that's one of the issues that I have with the auto industry.
Right.
A major issue.
Now, why would you think they don't have cars already, you know, available for us, let's say?
Well, it's really not, I mean, it's I don't think they understand, you know, that, or it's not really a voice. People are not really speaking about it. A lot of people are disabled looking at, you know, when you're driving, it's like a privilege.
Yeah.
It's not a privilege, it's a right, just like anything else. It's a right, it's your right.
It's also a necessity for someone else.
Right, you know, and if you think about a lot of people, you know, I wasn't in a car accident or anything like that. You know, I was shot. But a lot of individuals that are in wheelchairs or disabled for car accidents.
Right.
So you would really think that they would want to do something for individuals. And it should be a safety. You know, you put them hand controls on the vehicle, it makes your vehicle look old, and it's, you know, you take it in for service.
Right.
You know, they say you got some aftermarket parts on it. You try to trade it in, you know, it depreciates. And it's an added expensive to us. You know, like I said, they got cars that's parking themselves.
Welcome back to IBTV. Edward, what else is going on that you feel the world needs to know?
For one, I think the world needs to know that the disability community have the highest unemployment than any community there is.
Why do you think that is?
Because companies look at people that are disabled as a liability.
Yeah.
You know, you go into any company or business, a lot of people are sitting down. You know, and here it is, we are forced to sit down.
Right.
You understand me? You know, and we're unable to get these jobs.
Yeah.
You know, you go into the bank, they have a counter that's level for me to give you my money.
Right.
You understand me? But on that other side of that counter, you know, it's somebody that's an able-bodied individual. You apply for a job, they'll look at you like, you know, it's your liability. You know, and that's a issue that I have also, you know, with, you know, a lot of these corporations.
Now, that's another thing, because I do know when I go to the bank, are the counters on our level?
Now, they have one. They have one. They always have one. You go to any place, they always have one counter that's accessible.
Okay. So what you been doing now?
Well, I started a company, Inclusion Marketing and Advertisement. You know, like we was talking about as far as, you know, when I watch TV commercials and stuff like that, I'm looking through a magazine. I don't see individuals that are disabled in commercials or in magazines. You know, we spend money just like anybody else. You know, your dollar is just like anybody else. You know, so what I did was I created my own company, and I've been, you know, shooting commercials, you know, trying to bring awareness that, you know, we drive cars, we stay fresh, like anybody else.
Yeah, and I was thinking about that because I always think about, like, if I ask someone to help me do a commercial or something, we always directing it towards, you know, a physical challenge. Like something about wheelchair, cars, all of that. Now, what you're talking about is things that exist that we buy that have nothing to do with our physical challenges. It's clothes, and cars, and like you said, going to restaurants. Like, why we're not including in these commercials when we're there?
Yes. And if you think about it, you know, a lot of times, right, you know, a community, right? Say if there's a child that's 11 years old, he's disabled. He comes in this restaurant or with his mother, father. So you don't just have this child's money, you have his household money.
Right.
You know, so the same thing with, you know, with me. You know, like I'm trying now not to spend my money, and I want to wake up the disability community to stop spending money with these people that are not doing anything for us. You know, if they're not doing anything for us. And you look at, you know, like Nike, Adidas, they donate money to, you know, to the what you call that, the Olympics,
Paralympics,
stuff like that. But all that stuff is separated. You can't even go on TV and find it.
Yeah, but
you know, that's why
that's all every 4 years, right? Is the Olympics.
I'm not really sure. I'm not even into that. That's not.
But I mean, the only time you do see a commercial, maybe somebody in a wheelchair, is every 4 years during the Paralympics. Like if you're looking at TV now, you've seen a Paralympic commercial, right? But you won't see another one for another 4 years.
Right.
So why? And these are companies like you mentioned, like Nike and whatnot. If you're going to show, and you know, it doesn't even. We're not looking for adapted sneakers. We're putting on sneakers.
The same things anybody else is putting.
Why are there any commercials with people in wheelchairs riding their chairs with, you know, it just, I hear what you're saying. It just really seems totally unfair, and it doesn't make sense.
I mean, like I said, you know, we spend money just like everybody else.
Exactly.
So now, you know, like I said, I've been creating this company, Inclusion Marketing and Advertisement. Inclusion, you know, we want to be included like everybody else.
Right.
You know, I did a Cadillac commercial. I did a Mercedes commercial. Did a public service announcement, you know, bringing awareness that individuals that are disabled want to work. You understand me? We're not just trying to accept a check. We want to work.
Work for it.
Just like everybody else, we want to work.
And like you said, it seems like they're afraid.
Yeah.
And no matter what it is, whether it's work, commercials, like what's the big holdup? Like are you afraid? Like, What's wrong? Like, oh, my sneakers will stop being sold because I showed somebody in a wheelchair wearing them. You know, they have so many superstitions to me because it doesn't make sense to not have a commercial with somebody who's in a wheelchair with Nikes, Pumas, or anything on. Like you say, okay, if somebody wears sneakers, they're going to get in a wheelchair. It's like, there's this superstition. Like, hey, like when you was a kid, don't play in that wheelchair because you might want, like, it's just so many superstitions. Like, like, I never heard that. I never played in a wheelchair when I was a child, and I'm in a wheelchair.
That's right. That's a good point you just said. Too. And I would like to say, like, I wasn't born in a wheelchair.
Right.
You understand me? This situation could happen to
anybody. Whether you playing in a wheelchair, I've seen plenty of people who get in wheelchairs and will play with them. It's not a superstitious thing. So to not have commercials with somebody in a wheelchair using your product,
I mean, it's like everyday living. Like, it shouldn't even be like a everyday living. We live like everybody else. Only thing we just can't walk.
Right.
You understand me? And that's the issue that I have with so much that's going on.
I am T6 paraplegic with nerve damage to my upper extremities.
My name is Donald Green. I'm a paraplegic, T11, T12. Been in a wheelchair for like 35 years, and I'm trying to get employed, and I want to be included.
I was injured in 2009. I was struck by a vehicle as a pedestrian.
I'm a quadriplegic. My name is Christian Brown, and I want to be included.
Inclusion is a very important factor. Believe me, I pay just as much taxes as anyone else. Don't I deserve service?
I want to be included.
I suffered from a motorcycle accident in 2003. Since then, I put my life back together. Now I'm an adaptive sports coordinator at Helen Hayes.
I love my family, my friends. I got morals.
My personal passion is doing extreme sports, actually.
I like to travel. I love to dance. I do lucha ballet, and I love to row.
I came from a long and hard way with my injury. I like to pay it forward and help others to achieve those goals that they aspire to do and dream.
I try to educate the community that life goes on no matter what you're facing with. And you know what? Number one thing in all, I want to be included.
We want to be included in the world just like everyone else is. We don't want to be left out of nothing. We want to go into the malls, we want to go into the clubs, we want to go out to the restaurants and have dinner. We want to be included and not excluded.
Hi, my name is Njaya Dalzal, and I'm Miss Wheelchair New York 2015, and I want to be included. I'd like to be included.
I like to be included.
I want to be included.
I want to be included. I love to be included.
I want to be included.
Hello, my name is Edward. I am the founder and president of Inclusion Marketing Advertising Group. I am making a personal appeal to all industry leaders from the fashion industry, auto industry, entertainment industry, and corporate America to give individuals with disability that would like to work a fair chance. This is how I live my life. And I'm out.